Good evening. I'm here in downtown Minneapolis. I was looking for a good vantage point to see the sunset. It's been kind of a difficult thing to get a clear view, and I don't really have one exactly now, but it was as best as I could do on short notice. But check it out. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm on this bridge that's under construction. It's closed to the public, and there's all these tools and crap, and I smell wet concrete. I haven't stepped on any though, but here's the view from the other side. That's the Stone Arch Bridge over there, football stadium, Guthrie, a little lock and dam action. And yeah, I was feeling a little funky earlier today, and it happens when I have a little bit too much too many carbs. And if you ever start to feel like a little irritable or something like that, don't lay down, because either I get really tired, but and I just want to lay down because I'm not feeling quite right, or else I find if I get moving, then I feel better. So that's what works for me. And it's hard to get myself to get moving because I just wanted to sit in the house and eat a lot of food and lie down. But yeah, I find I don't feel so good when I do that. But thank God for the struggles that I have today, because they are way better than the ones I had in yesteryears. So these days I try to embrace everything in my life as a necessary part of my spiritual evolution. I don't even know if we have a spirit, but it's helpful. It's a helpful mechanism to ascribe meaning to whatever it is that you're going through. This isn't happening to me. This is happening for me, specifically to mold me into the kind of person that I am supposed to be for my spiritual evolution. I believe that there's like an upward trend for all of us, and that's why we're on this planet. It could be that we're all just a bunch of smart monkeys running around on a spinning rock in a pointless galaxy, but I don't think so. It just doesn't. It's too well put together to have this just happen by chance. You know, there's got to be a design to it, and I have to think that, or what I think it is, and I didn't even necessarily come up with this, but I believe that we are the flowers of God's creativity in infinite iterations of creation. We are the flowers blooming on the tree of the Creator. And each one of us is a unique manifestation of Him in a billion different ways, in a trillion different ways. Because if there was nothing to begin with, then what did He make us out of? He had to make us out of Himself. I don't think He's like a magician. He just is creation. And it's not like I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if it is, really. But that's the best idea that I have. And it is, it's empowering to see things to give everything a meaning and a purpose. Really helps me, rather than just random terribleness. No, I found that I don't grow by winning all of the time. I don't grow by always having things go my way. So what I do tell myself every day is that I don't wish for things to go as I would have them go. I wish for things to go as they actually will go. For some reason, that takes away so much of the anxiety from anything. Any situation, whether or not I do sales, so you know, whether I'm going to anything where it's outside of my control, if it's going to be a yes or a no, or it's going to be the outcome that would be most beneficial, like financially or anything, or anything like that. I tell myself I don't wish for things to go as I would have them go. I embrace everything. I don't hang my happiness anymore on particular outcomes. I take the labels off and see it as everything is positive. Everything as a plus, as an experience, because I'm alive. I'm alive to experience it. And if that's the case, then I'll embrace it as a necessary part of my development. And if it's something that we can't get out of, if it's a necessary component of life, then why not try to love it? Instead, Marcus Aurelius said, don't ever let anybody hear you complain, especially yourself, because it reinforces those types of things. If you say, oh, I hate doing this, if it's a necessary thing, like getting mad at the weather, okay, it's going to be what it's going to be. If you are allowing yourself to have your emotions dictated by this, that, you're like, just like a pussy willow being blown about in the wind by circumstance. Instead, you can, by repetition, tell yourself when something, quote, something that you don't want happens to you, then instead of going, oh, I hate it when that happens, I instead of train myself to say, I love it. I love it. And whatever it is, I love it, and I'll take it, because without our challenges, there are no championships, and without friction, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor can a person be perfected without trials. It's unfortunate that it has to be this way, because, I kind of think that there may be something to it, that whole pre-programming before we came here to say, I want to get to the next spiritual level, so I'm going to pre-program all of these terrible things to happen in my life so I can grow to the next level, to get to the next level of existence. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't. It could just be, the Bible or the one of the other holy books is absolutely true. I've read a bunch of it, and I have to think that, we've probably been on this planet for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, millions of years. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks kind of cool. And those books and stuff have just been written within the last few thousand years, so I don't know. I really don't. And in my opinion, anybody that tells you they know where they know for sure, nobody knows anything for sure at all. That much I don't even know for sure. Somebody might. But to realize that we don't really know, we only know what we know. And there's really no way to verify most of it, a good portion of it, because the bounds of the universe and reality, there could be layers upon layers that we're walking through, other spiritual or other dimensions of reality all around us with little higher or different dimensional, like spiritual realm, for lack of a better term, like beings pulling strings all around us. I don't know. So anyway, with all of that said, trying to make the most out of basically everything, and yeah, that's about it. I'm tapped. Anyway, have a good night.